The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Casemiro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Collier. Played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and
getting up there! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Alvarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, there first. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. No, didn't quite have the weight on it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
A header! Goal! Flamengo! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Haaland. Akanji calmly anticipates. Casemiro is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's De Bruyne. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Oh, just skips past his man. It's Totti! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Flamengo are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, that's well spotted. Alvarez. Almost half an hour in now. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Neuer claims comfortable. That is good alertness.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe, never out of the action for very long. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Flamengo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mbappe. And it's Guardiola. Well read, nice interception. Alvarez. McAllister. Alvarez. Looking here to chip it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. And now the breakaway. Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shapes to shoot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to pass it through. Nicked it back promptly, and it's Guardiola. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
McAllister. Now it's Del Piero. De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Gerrard. Thuram.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Here's Haaland. Great vision. Totti.
Oh, that's a cracking ball.
Oh, shooting chance! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição.
The second period is on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Akanji makes the interception. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Cafu. Now this could be a chance. Del Piero has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Del Piero! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's Bellingham.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Chips it through. Oh, that's a key interception.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there's the clearance.
Flamengo clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Mbappe, always looking for that half a chance. No, not quite on the same wavelength. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Del Piero, and they win it back again. Now it's Mbappe, now it's Totti. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Guardiola. Gerrard. Now it's Totti. And it's hoisted clear. Bellingham. Alvarez. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Puyol promptly onto that, and that is that. Tonali, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alvarez. Now it's Del Piero. Good ball over the top.
Milan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shevchenko going after that. And it's Guardiola. And he was quick to react. Shevchenko succumbs to the pressure. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Look at the space here. Gerrard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Always onto this. Zanetti. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Bellingham. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Zanetti.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That pass just didn't quite work. He's given the time to pick a pass. That's at the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.